Alright, you want to know how to spell Libria for Libria Office and Libria Camera. Alright, so that's the Libria Office, okay? Look at this. It's even bought Libria Tube, alternate YouTube, funded for Android, built with privacy in mind. Okay, there's another one. The reason it's showing up, it's got features I don't like, okay? Which is just to do with privacy. So let's have a look at that. Alright. For Android, built with piped. Oh, yeah. Pipe's another good one. Okay, what is the thing that it doesn't like? This app promotes or depends entirely on a non-changeable, non-free network service, so that's fine. Okay, so there's no problem with me using that app. Okay, now remember, as I said before, when you're looking at things, and the ones I've given you are good, I've already checked them all out. But, do due diligence on any other apps you're doing, go down to permissions and see what they're doing. Has full network access? Of course it does, because this needs to go on YouTube. Runs at startup, running foreground, view network connections, so that's fine. If all of a sudden that's in your phone, wants to take photos, make phone calls in the background and things, well, don't install it, okay? This video is all about making everything private, everything we can do for privacy, so that's what we want to do. Okay, so this is an alternative for YouTube, but as I say, my pick is that other one, VidMate. Okay, but this one here does have a bit more privacy things with it, but VidMate's my favourite. But we'll let that download. So we've got Libria Office Viewer. And of course the other Libria we wanted was Libria Camera. So you see there what it comes up as you're typing. You do have to have your spelling correct or it won't come up. And in the right order, the right way around. Okay, we're going to install that. Now if you're someone that's into doing podcasts, things like that, here's one here for you. Okay. And this one here's another good one for people wanting to do video calling. Okay, voice and video phone. Okay, it's another one that I put in as well. Initially, as I say, I'm running Messenger through Aurora Store, so you're still able to do your video calling and things through Messenger anyway. But as you can see here, more, just scan each other's QR code. But that's only if you know someone else has got this. As you can see there, look. Hey, obtain the contact address of each other, so that way you can talk to each other. It's just a private one. If you've got someone you talk to regularly, you want it more private, this is the way that you can have it completely private. But as I say, you don't have. There's not a have-to app at all, because as I say, Messenger, you can still put Messenger for your video calls, and that one there's a pain in the ass because you actually have to have. It's only for specific people. Maybe you've got cousin or something you call into on a daily basis, and you'd rather just have a private thing. You can just quickly go video call. Both of you have the QR scan code, and away you go. So the next one you want camera roll. Camera roll, there we go. So you see here, first do a gallery replacement with cropping, EXIF, editor, file manager, okay? And of course we need this because we don't have gallery anymore, okay? Our gallery on this phone was all Google initiated, and we've wiped it all out, so we don't have a gallery. So we need something to hold our photos. This is going to be it. And you'll see here permissions, as I say, you go into them, and of course it's doing exactly what it needs to run. Of course it needs to modify and delete storage. Okay, it's a photo. It's putting your photos in your storage device. So, and the good thing is this will extract your metadata, but if you've done what I've said in this video and you've got the Libria camera, well, that strips all the metadata, EXIF data out anyway. So you can see here, you can see, edit the EXIF data of your pictures. So you can even have a bit of fun with it. If you think people are tracking your photos and things, let's say you post, this is another thing, if you're posting photos on or videos on YouTube, Facebook, it's all got metadata behind it. Well, now you won't have to. Now you can extract all of it, and just for a laugh, you can add your own. Maybe you want to put a congratulations, you've hacked me, or you've hacked my metadata. Here, call this number. Put that in behind there instead. Have fun with it. It's the whole idea of this, isn't it? Have a bit of fun. So you get to have a bit of fun and have some privacy, and whoever's hacked you for no reason or goes into your photos to get your EXIF data, You even put false XF data in there, so that way they think that they're looking at something, but they're actually not. So you can put other stuff in there that looks like it's legit. Put a name of a different phone, put a different GPS thing in there or anything. All right, have a bit of fun with it. All right, so next one. Oh, and here's Thor. This is another web browser, but you've actually got Tor, Tor. There's a different app I'm going to show you shortly that actually downloads all the browsers that are private browsers. This one here, I don't actually use it, but I mean, that could be another go-to. The reason I don't use it is this reason. Record already, take pictures. I don't see the reason it should have to do that. So that's why I've given you the listing of my top apps. This one here is just an optional, just showing you one there. But I'll show you the one that actually has all the browsers in it. Now I will show you something else quickly, just so that way. I mean, if you're all about privacy, security, all that, go into your settings, scroll right down to the bottom, and then come up a little bit. Where is it? There. So if you want added security again when you're downloading and doing, it could be for downloading these apps and that. Force download traffic through Tor for increased privacy requires Orbot. So you are going to have to use Orbot as well. But there's another option if you're just wanting a bit even more secure. Okay. Where are we? These all. Check for updates. Yep. Okay, so I'll be turning all this off as soon as all my things are updated. I actually turn all the auto update stuff off and I come in and do it myself. It just saves your phone locking up. Otherwise, as I said on my videos, you've seen about speeding up phones with, without de-googling what we are, just an initial speed up. We turn all that off. So that way when you go online every day, your phone is not doing updates. It's doing what you want it to do when you want it to do it. Okay. And of course, manage installed apps. Once you've got them installed, you can come in here and this is where you access them all. But of course, this will tell you if there's updates because we'll be checking for them. We can go never and then do our own ones. Or here you can change it so you can go into never here, all over to there. No automatic updates, or over here every 2 hours or something. Hourly, 4 hourly. Okay, but of course, each time it does that, you're going to be going slow. Initially, this phone's not going to be a problem with slowness. So even though we do Googling with this phone here, I think this has got an 8-core processor in it by memory. And it's got a 3 or 4 GB RAM. We would like the likes of this phone that we fixed up the other day. That only had a 1 GB RAM. We've got going there super fast. This one here, I think, had 1 or 2 GB RAM. We've got that going super fast. Yeah, 1 GB, I think that one was too. But was it 2? No, it might be 2 GB on that one. But then of course over here, we've got 3 GB RAM. So actually, no, that one there is a 1. But anyway, that's right. So this is 3 GB RAM. Plus it's 32 GB installed, so we don't have to be installing your SD card. Just use your SD card for photos and install these apps on the phone because there's plenty of room. And being the 8-core processor, I'm pretty sure it was an 8 quad. Was it quad times 2 or something? How these, can't remember. So initially this phone here, if it's just speed you're wanting, you can do some of my speed ups and still keep all your Google. But if it's privacy, as I say, I mean, this phone here is going to still work with all your Google stuff because it's a fast phone. But why should you have a super fast phone just so they can, still access things in there? Just going to access it faster, aren't they? But if you're all about privacy and that's when you want to go to what we're doing here and de-googling everything, turning everything off, which is it. That's why you're watching this video. So we're here and we're doing it. All right, you'll see here updates. All right. Show apps. So of course my F-Droid is going to need an update. What's going on there? Right, now let's get into a couple more apps. And the other ones I've already shown you, so you should still be going for your big Fossify ad, installing all them. So another app you want, that Karma Firewall. So of course that's going to stop. You got some apps. I mean, we're not too worried because here we're doing all the apps we're doing privacy related anyway. But let's say you're with your other phone without de-googling or something. You want something to be able to help with your privacy. Karma Firewall will actually, you got a lot of apps that they won't let you use them unless they have permission to go on the internet and that, but it might be something that's got nothing to do with the internet. It could be a photo gallery that you've downloaded an app, and it wants permission to your phone calls and wants permission to access the internet. Well, of course, this one here, Karma Firewall, this will actually put a stop to it, so you can still use your app, but it will secure all that data. So that way, that whoever, if they've got access to it, when they access it, it's not going to matter because it's going to stop it. Okay, so that's another good one. Another good one is these two. Of course, it's just basically an invisible internet provider. But it encrypts everything. So if you're on the net, you're passing documents to and fro. This will encrypt everything, make everything safe between you and the other person. Okay, that's another good one. Alright, and of course this one here, privacy browser. This is a good one here as well for your privacy. Okay, Soren Stoutner. I wonder if that's the guy who does the motherboard repairs. So, anyway, another good browser. Another one you'll want, just start typing FF. An FF update is the one that you want. Of course, it's got some features there that, okay, we're looking for privacy. Yeah, there's a couple of things, but what this should do is actually, I'll show you. Browsers from Mozilla or based on Firefox. Okay, so it's going to give you all these browsers here. Tor browser, mole browser. Mole browser is a good one. Of course, Firefox uses things, but the mole browser, Tor browser, they're brilliant for your privacy. Oh, and actually here it says here, mulch. Okay, and these ones here. Alright, so this is another good one to get. Not all phones will be able to have it, of course, but definitely a good one. Going to give you all the browsers you need and update everything. Alright, so you've opened up FF Updater. Of course, that other browser, the browser we put in before by Soren, of course that's going to show up. But of course, to get all these other browsers, because you're like, oh my god, the browsers aren't here. Okay, just go here, click that. Then we go here, okay? So you pick whichever ones you want. I mean, my pick, if you wanted to, okay, I'd be going for the mole browser. Go for Tor. Yeah. And do the Brave browser. Chromium. Of course, as I said before, look at actually how Chromium was created, who the creator was and why he did it. I think it's quite funny. DuckDuckGo, of course, is there. I did hear from someone, someone reckoned that, was it DuckDuckGo or Brave browser had linked to Google, but I don't know how true that is. That's just something I heard from someone. So secondhand information, that's not actually my information. So I don't know. I mean, I still use them. I still use DuckDuckGo and Brave browser. And of course, we've installed it through here. It's not through Play Store, so you should be fine. Thorium browser. Alright. That ungoogled Chromium. Okay. Oh, and of course, Orbot. You're going to need Orbot. K9's a good one for male. Female. Actually, female, that's one we've still got to put in yet, so that's good. It's here as an option. So there you go, pick your browsers. Of course, Firefox, another good one. So, yeah, it's like on your laptop or whatever, or even on your other Android device. But there you go. So that's how you get your browsers. Okay. So I was trying to show you before. So what you want to do, if you want to actually check on anything, just press the plus thing. You'll see there, Firefox browser for Android is automatically private and incredibly fast. Thousands of online trackers are following you every day, collecting information about you where you go online and slowing down your speed. Firefox blocks over 2,000 of these trackers by default, and there are ad blockers, add-ons available if you want to customize your browser. Okay, so just check the plus thing, and I want to install it because I do want to have this browser. Yes, grant permissions. Okay, so we're going to need to grant permissions for the SF updater. Alright, install latest. There we go. So just keep going through, picking what browser you want, and yeah, you should be sweet. That's how you go about doing that one. Alright, and if you're wanting all about the privacy like I am, here's Firefox Klar. Okay, yeah, developed for Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. But it can be used by us, okay? And you see here, Firefox focused, Firefox Klar has telemetry disabled by default due to strict German privacy laws, which is brilliant. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant that they look after their people like that, and they actually they want privacy for their actual people. So good on those countries for looking after their people and making sure their stuff's private for them. So we're going to get that one. Alright, so we've got that one. The other one's installed. So that one that was done from for Switzerland and Germany, real good one to be using. Alright, so we need Orbot. K9 Mail is another good one. Ungoogled Chromium was good. At the moment, the developer's away for a while. Okay, so it says end of life, but it did say that he's going to come back. At the moment, it's not updated. Okay, so just keep an eye out when that comes back on and when he updates everything. Could be one to go for as well. Yeah, but you need Orbot for Tor and a couple other things to work. So you want Orbot, K9 Mail, it's good private mail. The other one we're going to go for DuckDuckGo. And I mean, you got Brave browser, which is a great browser, but of course it is Chromium based or Chrome based, I think. Yeah. Brave uses the technical foundation of Google Chrome and thus indirectly supports the monopoly position of the Chromium render engine. It ties in cryptocurrency. Blockchains have many problems and should be avoided, in my view. Alright. So, but anyway, the ones we're going to go for, well, I'm going to go for these two and DuckDuckGo. We've already got that other browser. And remember, I did show you the browser, which is one of my picks, is that's that Quirks browser. Actually, where is that? Yeah, so that one there, JQuarks. But of course, that other one we've done before, that's the Switzerland, Germany based one. That's a great one. So, I mean, how many browsers do you really need? You only really need one good browser. But I've given you an option for a few of them. So there we go. So they're about all the things you want to get there. If you're someone that's got into using the cloud and things, of course, well, I'm presuming you know it doesn't get saved to the cloud. It goes to some hard drive server somewhere and saves all your information in a big building somewhere. So you're just relying on someone else keeping all that, and you're paying them a fee each month to hold your stuff. You might as well just have a big hard drive at home. Store it in a hard drive at home. You know, all you're doing is opening up another place where your privacy or your things can be accessed. But let's say you're determined to have a cloud-based something. So Nextcloud. Okay. Safe home for all your data, access and share files, contents, blah blah blah, from any device. Okay. Alright, we'll see down here permissions. I mean, it's obviously going to need a few because it's going on. Alright, so there are all the permissions there, calendar events here. Alright. So, and I mean, if you're going to use that, I mean, I'm not going to put it because I don't use any type of cloud-based anything. Okay, but you'll be wanting to get this one down here as well. Where are we? Memories. So if you're someone that puts your photos on, stores them on the cloud and things here. If you're using Nextcloud, use this. Okay, Fastmon Advanced Photo Management Suite runs as an Nextcloud app. Okay, so this is another good one to put on. Yeah, just for anyone that's into using AI interfaces like your Google AIs and things like that. So AI Susi is one you want to use. AI Susi. Oh, so there it is there. AI Susi. So it's your personal assistant. Intelligent personal assistant. Fully customized, developed by community developers, capable of chat and voice interaction, and perform actions as music playback, making do lists, setting alarm, streaming. So this is the same as like the other AI, Google AIs and things like that. Okay, it's just one we can do here. Well, we've done everything there. Okay, so that's the accesses it wants. So out of all the apps we've probably installed, that's probably the one that's needing a wee bit extra on the thing, but I want that. Alright, you remember at the beginning of this video I told you about all the Fossify ads, apps that you need. Okay, and of course these are a must. I mean, you don't have to have this developer, but I prefer them, and as I say, it's good for Android 6 and above. But I was going to say how I was going and doing each one individually. I mean, if you've got a list like his, of course we want every single one of his ones. So of course what you can do is just click that wee emblem all the way down his list. Okay, you don't have to go into each one individually and do each one. Alright. And there we have it. Everything's installed. Oh no, I've got gallery to go. As I say, that list at the start, if that's all you want to try out a de-googled phone, they're the must. You've got to have them. Well, in my opinion, you do. You want to have a different opinion, try something else, you go ahead and do whatever else you want to have a go of. We've already got that one. And of course, notebook, if you do it on a notebook. I mean, I don't ever use notebooks. Alright, so now basically that's your phone all set up. So what we can do now is just exit out of here and close all these off. And what we're going to do is a reboot, and we're going to come back. Of course, we've got a lot of widgets to add. Oh, there we go. These ones are already added here. So basically, these are my lists for basically the best things you should have. I mean, what have we got here? Alright, one more of a good one here. You don't have to have it, but it's a network monitoring tool. Alright, there's your permissions there. See, Sonny, you'll see the permissions here. Okay, you get in here, it looks like everything's great. Okay, I mean, I myself aren't going to be putting this one in, but that is one if you're wanting to monitor things. But we don't have to. We're not having to do that. We've got a different one that does that for us. Okay, so what we're going to do is the URL. Yeah, that one. Okay, URL checker. Okay. We get into permissions, have full network. See? So this is someone that's got an app and it's literally the only permission it needs. So it should be. Okay. So we're going to do that one. Now, of course, there's going to be apps you can't get, but I've shown you that on APK Mirror and I can't read the other sites that I normally use. But seeing you've watched this video to the end and set up this phone, I'm going to tell you another couple app stores where you can get apps that you need, like for Messenger, for example. So you see here, so findallapps.com, there's one, and here Aptoid. Okay, so as I say, we've accessed this from the internet, using actually the browser is made for Switzerland and Germany, Firefox Clang or whatever it was called. Okay, so there's Aptoid store. So there's another store for you. So that's the bonus for you watching this video to the end and getting your phone set up. I've told you about 2 other app stores you can get your apps from, okay, without Google Play. So I've already given you, I think, 2 or 3 other ones. So this is just another 2 that I actually, these are great for finding other apps as well, without having to use Play Store. Okay. If you want in Facebook as well, of course. So here we are, we're going Facebook and put in. Not that we actually need to. The Facebook that's in the phone is actually from the phone provider. It's not Google orientated, so we don't actually have to do this part here. But just say your phone hasn't got Facebook in it, there's a way you can get it from. Okay. Just remember, once it's downloaded, just open the file and then say to install it. Alright. And if you're into your Twitter or X, you also find that here as well. Okay. And of course you can install Aptoid as an app. Just like Play Store as an app. But as I say, it's all about privacy and things. So you don't, as I say, you don't have to have apps all the time. We just access this from the internet, like anything. Same as Messenger. I mean, I only done that because I know there's some people out there that really can't do without an app. But just remember, your Messenger gets activated through Aura Store. Okay. Now, if you do anonymous, you won't get notifications and things all the time. If you're someone that's glued to your phone and glued to wanting to know when a message comes in and what people are talking about, someone like that, well, you can put all your details through the Aura Store, so that way that will still work like that in that way. But if you're just wanting it more anonymous, where it's not going all the time in the background, not flattening your battery, just set it up, go through it and set up as anonymous, and you'll be fine through that. But okay, just to prove, like you can access Messenger by the internet and things. What internet things should we use? I'll show you Quirk's browser. We were on the Firefox one before. See, Quirk's runs through DuckDuckGo, which, I mean, realistically, we should just put up, it's DuckDuckGo's search bar, but alrighty, so we're going to go into Messenger. Okay, so there's the Messenger, search bars come up, and then Messenger. Do we want to download it? No, I don't. I've already got it. But let's say you don't want to download it at all, so you can just go into login. Alright, so we can go into login here. Of course, and what you can do is save that in your browser, so you've always got Messenger on your browser page. And well, I'll be buggered. Looks like we can't actually access Messenger just from the internet anymore. Most things you can, the majority. Obviously, this here's they'll put a stop to it, so you have to have an app. It's pretty cunning. That's right, we've got it safety measured through the other thing that we've set up, okay? Let's just see if we can access it through here. No. Well, I'll be. We're not getting it through Google Play Store. We've already got it. So I showed you the other ways to get Messenger. Aptoid, APK Pure, APK Mirror, all those different ones I'm showing you, and in my other videos. So check out the video before this one, or a couple before it. It'll show you a few other app stores you can use also, okay, for your APK files. Then just put them in, if you're doing it from PC, convert them over, put them in your downloads folder of your phone and access them from there. And then you'll be able to install them. So that's about all. We've covered everything you need to know. So now I'm just going to quickly go through this, organise this phone.